What's up? I'm Ben.
And I'm wearing a suit because today is the final of the Seektag League Spring 21, where 6 teams will be competing in the ultimate game of stealth to become
Super Sneakers.
and the winners will be crowned.
Mega Sneakers.
And it's gonna be epic.
That's right, and we've got all this coming right up.
In Seektag, you get points if you can spot another player's number without getting seen. The Seektag League is a sneaky tournament with teams of 1 or 2 attempting to score as many points as possible across 6 games.
So we are here. It is the final of the Seektag League.
Final. Very exciting.
And it's been pretty crazy up until now.
It has been up and down and all around.
And down and down and down for some teams.
And then up again.
But then back down for some teams.
Or just down.
Just down and then stay down.
Yeah.
Right, so speaking of which, let's have a look at the scores so far. What have we got going on here?
G-Ball is in the lead with a massive 84 points, 10 spots.
Pretty strong. Teams are down the bottom.
I mean, yeah, I just, I forget. And then I remember again. and I get sad. It all comes flooding back.
And it all comes back. So if we have a look at the position table across the whole league so far, you can see the final on the far right there. Game 6 about to happen today. What's the picture looking like to you?
Well, it's beautiful. Look at all the beautiful colours. I really like G-Ball's ascension.
Yeah, what's interesting to me here is that Nav has been on the up towards game 4. You see Nav peaking at game 4.
Very consistent.
But G-Ball has actually managed to sort of peak just on game 5 there, and the question is whether he can basically keep that going today.
Yeah.
Is the lead that he's generated enough to last whatever's about to happen?
No, it doesn't have to be.
So,
all it takes is one of these players, either Nav or Dixie, to have an amazing game, and that can just be blown out of the water.
Yeah, so
G-Ball.
So we could see a complete reversal right now. Isn't it weird how we were so used to game 1 to 3 with Dixie sitting in first?
Yeah.
And it just became part
Slow
of
and
the
steady.
Yeah, it just became accepted, and then Dixie had that fall in game 4. What about teams? What are we looking at here? Flying Fish did better than I remember in game 2 and 3.
Yeah, I'm surprised by that. We overlooked that. Maybe we should retrospectively give them some props.
Okay, well, consider it done. And then, of course, Flying Fish haven't been able to really replicate that. Once we went into the Loop Arena in game 4, they really struggled and they've stayed there. But do you know who struggled more?
I don't know.
No, I don't know either.
No.
Don't know, started in 5th place on game 1, dropped to 6th in game 2 and stayed there. It hurts, doesn't it?
It does. It really does.
Okay, well, is it even possible for them to win everything here? Like, if they were to try and steal this win, what would have to happen?
What is the maximum points that one could achieve in a game?
We've got pretty much a 40-point difference from 6th to 1st there.
Yeah.
Is that even rectifiable? I don't think it is, because there is a limit on the number of points you can actually score in a game.
Yeah, I don't think that's...
5 points per... Yeah. So it's 30 points, right, off the players alone, then 9. So 39 would be the theoretical maximum you could score if you didn't get seen by anybody and you saw everyone and you tagged all checkpoints. Do we think Don't Know's going to do that?
No.
Okay, well, let's throw one more spanner into the works for today. And the spanner that is, particularly large and difficult is that the teams have never played in the arena before. Today, we're playing in Maya. Maya is a very big, scary arena, and we gave our teams 40 minutes to learn the entire thing.
That's very nice of you.
Wait for it. We gave them 40 minutes to learn the entire thing, and they don't know which checkpoints they're going to be playing with.
Oh my God, that's like, you might as well blindfold them.
Well, pretty much. So let's see how that went.
Yeah, we're quickly noticing that it's so like cattle herding. Like, there's no ways around where you need to go. So if you've got checkpoints this side of the map and checkpoints that side of the map, there's only certain places that you can actually use to go through. Right, so now. Okay, let's do it. Oh, there's a staircase over there. You know what? I'm not seeing any lifts, and that makes me very sad.
Quite a maze, this arena.
It's a maze.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting place to play.
Yeah.
I think the trick might be finding all of the shortcuts in the half an hour we've got now.
Yeah.
I don't think it's
How
right.
similar is this to learning the arenas that you've learnt before? Is it different being under pressure?
Yeah.
It's definitely fun.
Yeah, I do
kind of
like this
pressure.
arena. It's very beautiful.
Yeah.
And it's very
it's lovely,
varied.
yeah.
And yeah, you can really see the restrictions there. You can see a checkpoint, but you can't get to it unless you know how.
I'm sure this was
I think we might have to go up there, the middle level.
Remember, it's relative to everywhere else. There's enough stairs over here. Does that connect nicely with the rest?
So the other stairs we saw, if we go down there, we'd have to come back to this level anyway. Okay, there's another one.
Surprisingly, there's no other way back up. So you've got the staircase over here, and then the only way I can think about is to go down the stairs on this side, past the lake, and then up through the way we came from Loop the last time, and then all the way back round the way we essentially walked before, which is a very long-winded way around. Well, it's either that or pincher movement down there, so it's going to be very difficult, unless there is another staircase around here somewhere. I'm not too sure about that, so I'll have to look. Is there another staircase around somewhere? Is that the... It's such an open map that even if we are talking about like where the spots are, I think we're all going to have a different idea of what we're going to do as soon as the game starts.
These two have already got different approaches.
Yeah.
It's good. We found over 2 of them, but we've only found 1 staircase down from upstairs to down here.
Yeah, this
I guess it depends how far you want to run though, because potentially you can use all of that arena too.
They're very like clustered together. So like you've got a cluster over there, a cluster over here, and then you've got everything else like kind of down here. Very difficult to get your way around unless you go down that one staircase, and then it's a really long route around the back, basically from like Loop down to Maya.
But unless you jog that, you're going to run out of time so quickly.
Run out of time, yeah.
I'm looking forward to playing like the back grounds, if you would, so like the little clusters at the back, because it's going to be very close quarters, very like you're going to have to shimmy around an obstacle and make sure no one sees you.
First of all, I think it's gorgeous.
Yes.
I'm really excited about this. I feel like with every checkpoint, there's like 2 routes to it. So like you can either be on one side or the other side, and there's always ways of hiding and sneaking, catching other people. It's like...
But changing levels is a bit tricky. There's like one route and that's it. So you have to be able to get back up or down.
Yeah, I feel like there's a few different places where you can very easily get stuck. So that's going to be fun to navigate.
Ooh, this one's gonna be tricky. I think this one, depending on what checkpoints we get, this arena might be sniping snipers.
You're going to try and snipe the snipers.
I think that might be might have to be the way forwards, depending on the checkpoints, obviously, because there are some that are just gonna be so tricky to get without being seen.
Yeah.
So, but I'm looking forward to playing it.
Interesting, right?
That is terrifying.
Yeah, but so interesting. And wow, what a bunch of different approaches the teams have got there.
Yeah, I love it. I wrote down no lifts.
Yeah.
Jeeble's obsessed with there not being any lifts.
Jeeble's not
which is-
happy.
No, that's cruel. And just this real sense that everything's really pinned in, like cattle. There's only one staircase up and down. That's going to be really tricky for them to navigate.
Yeah, I think you pretty much are going to have like a kind of risk-reward debate around, is it even worth going that way?
Yeah.
And you can hear a few of the teams actually talking straight away about like, are we even going to plan to get checkpoints, or are we just going to focus on spots? Because remember, you don't have to tag the checkpoints.
No.
The teams are really weighing us up now. Put in the position of, faced with Maya, I think they're really starting to wonder basically how they're going to play this.
It sounds like Don't Know have actually made a plan.
Yeah, right. Now, this is the big surprise to me is wow, suddenly looking around, you see all the other teams kind of saying, oh, we're a bit thrown, we're not sure.
Yeah,
And then suddenly there's this clarity from Don't Know.
Just honed in.
They seem to
ready to go, yeah.
They seem to have this really clear idea all of a sudden.
Yeah,
like where their strength lies,
I'm very, very optimistic about that.
Yeah. Of course, the thing to remember is that while the teams have now explored the arena, they still don't know at this point which checkpoints they're actually going to play with today.
No, so they have no idea. It's all up in the air.
It completely is. So let's find out now which checkpoints are going to go live in today's game.
Maya is a vast open landscape with bold features and varied terrain. To the north of Loop, Maya shares the same brutalist style, with large blocky structures providing solid cover from some angles while leaving players open to observation from others. Maya's main avenue runs almost the whole length of the arena, providing little cover and forcing players into the open if they want to travel. Now let's look at the checkpoints for this game. Demon sits at the main pinch point of Maya's central avenue, with the adjacent passage connecting the two halves of the arena. While there are ways around, these are costly in time, making Demon extremely dangerous to approach, with a very high chance of encountering other players. Sir sits at the centre of a large open square below the level of the rest of the arena. A small glass hatch on the side of a cylindrical structure, Sir is impossible to reach while remaining in cover, encouraging players to look for threats in the wider landscape before making their move. Out on the edge of the arena, Nain Sook is well covered, but with a dead end in one direction and only two ways in and out, escaping this corner of the map can be very difficult.
What are they going to do? So, I mean, what's at stake here today?
I mean, it's all to play for between Nav, G-Ball and Dixie, and it's just who can think on their feet and who can deal with this absolutely brutal final arena that you've set up.
Yeah. So any one of these players could completely steal this now.
Yeah, totally. It's all to play for, and luck. It's all about luck and skill, maybe? Is skill involved?
I think it's like reacting to what they're faced with, isn't it? Because what you might do is you might start out playing and say, okay, I'm going to go for that checkpoint, and that might just not happen for you.
Yeah.
And at that point, can you figure out how to make that situation happen and work and suddenly get you points rather than being something that you get stuck on?
Yeah.
Right?
Just getting stuck.
It's so easy to basically get stuck with your plan, even if it's a bad plan. That this will test whether people can pivot and adjust their plans.
Totally.
When things fall apart.
I am very much looking forward to who can deal with this.
Yeah, the title fight.
The final countdown.
Yeah. Okay, so without any further ado, let's do this and jump into the final of the Seektag League. Let's go!
Let's get ready to rumble!
I love it when you do that. And it only happens at the final, of course.
It's the final. Here we go. Oh my god, this is so exciting.
Yeah, here we go. It could all change right now. The game goes live.
It's all to play for.
So this is the first time that our teams have actually seen what checkpoints they're going to be playing with today.
Mm-hmm.
They met Maya about an hour ago, and this is the first time they actually know what's going to be asked of them.
Oh man, there's so much to digest.
Yeah, and teams
in the final.
Teams are clearly trying to make some quick plans here.
So we've got the cameras on the top three: Dixie, Nav, and G-Ball. So it's all to play for.
Yes, G-Ball actually looks...
Just traversing the building. Hello.
So I think G-Ball's whipping out the old parkour skills there to find a new way down into the basin.
Which is really clever because now he's just completely circumnavigated the staircase of doom.
The staircase of doom. As actually G-Ball's picked up a little glimpse of Dixie, not a spot, but a mere glimpse. But G-Ball's got these kind of skills, right?
Yeah.
That's really interesting because that is the main restriction in this whole area. If you're down in that area that Sir is in, G-Ball's actually just found a completely different way around it, using skills that only G-Ball has. Of course.
Right. I wish I could fly.
Right. The guy can fly. It's now official.
This is the staircase of doom, this narrow staircase.
Yeah.
This is evil.
So looking at Dixie top left has actually just made a quick decision to actually go down and go a different way round rather than going up through that restriction.
Well, they're out of the gate and they've got a checkpoint. And the first person to score.
First score on the board. This is G-Ball in that lower basin area tagging serves on the side of this kind of like cylinder thingy.
Yeah, cool. Duh.
So you can see how easy it is for people to look into this area. G-Ball, again, obviously using G-Ball speed.
Yeah.
The G-Ball patented speed.
I really like how he tags the checkpoint and then goes and finds a safe space to log it.
Right, so you don't actually have to hit...
tactic.
You don't actually have to hit the button right when you're next to the checkpoint. You can delay doing that, as long as you have actually physically got to the checkpoint. So yeah, G-Ball's got into cover.
Get out of harm's way.
Dixie's coming up, looking across towards that difficult staircase of doom. Here comes G-Ball actually. There is the staircase on the right. So Dixie may well get sight of G-Ball. They're actually walking towards each other. There's a big open area you can see on the side of Dixie there.
This is the...
Creeper, snakey. There's G. Right, there's G-Ball. Dixie, do you like that? Dixie's picked up a snake G-Ball.
Oh, beautiful. A rare treat.
So no sight of G-Ball's number yet. So Dixie's going to have to get a better look at G-Ball before they can score. As Nav's walking over one of those bridges in the middle of that open area.
Love it.
Not
Just
much cover where Nav
calm, cool,
is.
and collected, as always. If we've come to... and then you turn on G-Ball and it's like fast forward.
Yeah, G-Ball's actually inadvertently completely ratted out Dixie there. So they're not going to be able to score against each other at all.
That's a counter spot.
Total counter spot means that neither of them can score against each other. So counter spotted. And Nav actually walking... up to the edge of this area that Dixie's looking onto. So all three of the players we're watching today are actually quite close. Nav's walking straight across, which is ballsy as all hell.
Yeah.
There is Nav. Dixie's got a fairly good view. Dixie's using...
Perfect, because he's just wide out in the open there.
Just walking straight across. I guess if you want to know, go find out, son.
Yeah.
G-Ball's actually realised that Dixie's looking at someone and has gone in for a closer look. So G-Ball doesn't use binoculars, but Nav and Dixie both do.
Both do, yeah.
There is Nav. Nav's actually noticed Dixie, but not G-Ball. I wonder if either of them are going to pick up enough of a sighting to get a number out of this. G-Ball's picked up Nav. So actually the person without the binoculars so far is the only one who's got a spot in this situation.
Interesting. With the naked eye.
So actually, have you noticed where Don't Know are? They are actually at Nainsook currently, which is really close to where all three of these players are.
Don't Know have some points.
Don't Know currently sitting in
God.
second.
This is exciting. This is exciting news.
What's really surprising to me, isn't it? Who would have called
no
this?
No one has spotted them yet, or at least the three that we're watching.
It's enough to make you pay attention, isn't it?
It is.
What's really interesting to me there is that Don't Know are actually in exactly the same area that Dixie and G-Ball were in just a minute or so ago, but we didn't see them at all.
No.
So something clever's happening.
The snipey plan that was very,
It's bold, isn't it?
Bold. That's not what I was trying to say, but...
What were you trying to say?
Secret? That's not what... It's a very secret plan. I mean, we don't really know.
I got the impression it was pretty secret. Dixie's coming up on Nainsook here. Don't Know actually are sitting in first.
That's amazing. Oh my God.
Could it happen? It's all right. Here you go. I'll get the tiger balm out.
Yeah, please.
I'll just put that there so you can smell it. Don't put it in your nose. It won't be fun.
That will help.
Yeah, it smells like cola bottles.
Delicious. Eat it.
Has anyone ever told you that? It smells just like
No,
those
that is brand new information.
It smells like those cola bottle sweets.
No one's ever told me that ever before.
I don't use it for anything but this.
Sniffing.
I'll just leave that there. It'll calm us down. Don't Know on 14.5. What is happening?
Oh my God. Is this the best day of my life?
I mean, how many points can they climb in a single
Can you
game?
imagine if it was just winner takes it all? Whoever wins... Oh, we have Nav running into Immy now.
Yeah, that's a total just bump into, isn't it? Chasing round around the pillar.
Classic.
I mean, hello.
Ooh, so spotted. Someone is on Nav's tails.
That's Flying Fish.
Flying Fish.
Marconius has just been spotted.
Oh no!
Trying to sneak round Nav's back.
Is that? Oh
There's
damn!
Sig.
Counter spotted. Damn. That would have been juicy.
Yeah, that would have been extremely juicy if they'd maybe, gone the other way or just waited even just a few seconds before trying to run behind Nav.
I mean, they were completely in the dark there. I mean, that might be the camera angle, but I could hardly see them. Anyway,
I think they might have got away with
Sig.
that. Yeah, but
they could have got away with that.
Yeah,
I believe that.
It's not good news for Nav. That's just two more people that Nav can't score off now because they've seen each other. It's not good. Still no sight of Don't Know. They haven't cropped up at all. We haven't seen them. 19.5. This can't last, can it?
Oh my God. Yes!
Surely this can't last. G-Ball's doing very well in second as well with 11. Not as good as 19.5 good, but It's Nav and Imi we've got to worry about here. They've obviously bumped into each other already. I think Nav's actually...
on a level like this where the checkpoints are so troublesome, you really want spots, don't you? You want spots above checkpoints.
I mean, put it like this, Don't Know right up front said, hey, we may not go for checkpoints, really.
Yeah.
Take them if you can get them, but we might just go for trying to spot other players. And that's the plan.
Yeah, I think...
Sniping snipers, man.
Yeah, snipers. It's working well. I just hope that no one finds them.
If they can pull this off, that would be sensational. Way too late, but...
I will flip this table if they win.
Okay.
I will flip it.
All right. Let's not make any quick judgments here, but yeah.
Maybe I won't.
Okay, well let's review how the end, shall we? Flip the whole set, the whole Seektag set. Just pull down the screen.
Yeah, I will smash this joint. No, it appears that we have some sort of stalemate here.
So we've got a kind of three-way stalemate happening. We've got
G-ball,
a
little menage a trois.
All of our players getting into some kind of horrible standoff.
Nav, Dixie, and G-ball are all just sort of gently looking at each other in the same way.
Gently looking. So Dixie's behind some plants. Nav's literally just next to a wall in full sight of the rest of the arena. Although Dixie's not much more covered. There is Nav, if Dixie can see him. G-ball's trying to see Nav too. I don't think G-ball knows who that is because G-ball's already seen Nav.
Okay.
As far as I remember.
Oh, this is interesting.
It is interesting, Nav. What are you going to do with this? Come on.
Run!
Not a good situation. G-ball's peering around the wall there and has obviously realised now that it's Nav and already has Nav's number. So he's going to run away. Could have put money on it. And actually, yeah, G-ball's going to get into a little slot and just stay there.
Well, when there isn't a lift around, you just need to climb into a tiny slot.
Just some little random slot. There's Dixie actually fully spotting Nav, who either doesn't care about Dixie or doesn't know about Dixie.
Yeah.
There it is. As flying fish come running in, as if this could get any more busy, we've now got flying fish and Imi.
Hiding behind a tiny bench.
The tiny bench. Guys, this is not what we would normally refer to as cover.
No, it's very limited cover.
Everyone is in the weirdest hiding places right now. We've got G-ball in a little slot and apparently it's just going to stay there. This is a replay of G-ball, seeing what just happened. Because G-ball actually picked up a no player, I think, just then.
Oh no.
Who was that?
Player.
It was Marconius, a flying fish. Maybe G-ball just rushed the...
That is, no players at this point in the game. That is brutal.
It's not good. Do you want some of this?
Yeah, go on.
It's good stuff.
I
need to keep us calm. We've got
because Don't Know have 21 points and there is 1 minute and 55 seconds to go whilst Imi and Dixie are hiding behind a tiny bench.
So what does this mean? Like, if Don't Know can pull this off, look at this.
I think it means that they've totally redeemed themselves.
Are Don't Know the only team here who are not having an absolute nightmare of it?
Totally. Look at Nav. Nav is right down the bottom. And Imi,
I think Nav is heading in G-ball's direction. Yeah, there is G-ball. Absolutely hooning it. Absolutely hooning out of there. But it's no good because Nav has caught that number immediately.
Damn.
You can see the red cross top left of G-ball's screen. They're showing that no player, that 5-point lost from putting in the wrong number.
That's valuable. I mean...
Yeah, Imi has picked up G-ball. That's
beautiful.
Interesting. Imi's actually climbing up to follow Don't Know and Dixie.
Good.
Who would have guessed this? We've got G-ball in 4th and Nav in 6th. What happened?
I don't know. He was just too calm.
What's going on? Look, G-ball's dropped to 5th as Flying Fish have moved up into 4th.
Into 3rd. This is amazing. There is 38 seconds to go. We've got G-ball, the high roller, speedy.
Outrageous.
Has just dropped down into 5th place, and Nav
the two
as
teams.
well. And the teams are winning.
We've got teams in first and third.
I can't. This is amazing.
What is happening right now? Nav picks up a spot on Sir. At this point, just walks straight out because Nav's been seen by almost everybody at this point. I presume everybody. 10 seconds left. Don't know are still in first.
Is hanging around. It's just hanging around. This is it. Don't know.
Is anybody going to see them? They're going to do it.
They have. Oh my God. Yes.
Okay, so don't know have stolen. Woo! So don't know have stolen first place in the final. And now all that remains is they have to get back to the closing checkpoint before the time runs out.
Come out of their hiding place.
If they don't make it back, they're going to score 0. And in fact, there they are.
Boom.
That's the first time we've seen them this entire game.
That was amazing. Absolutely amazing. I'm so impressed. See what happens when you plan?
I just can't quite even get my head around this. We're looking at Don't Know with 21 in Maya, where they've never played before, neither has anybody, in first place.
That is tactics for you. That's amazing.
So, closing checkpoint today is Demon. Dixie's already back. That's how we can see Don't Know. G-Ball looks like he's going to make it back as well.
Flying Fish are on the move. Do they know where they're going this time?
Yeah, Nav's running in with Flying Fish there. It looks like they're probably going to make it back with time to spare.
I should hope so.
Don't Know. Look, oh, sorry.
Yeah. No. Listen.
Don't Know are already. Do we have anything on this? Do we have notes on this? I don't think I have anything.
No, I think we just.
How did that happen? So they sniping snipers?
They sniping snipers. That was it. They had a plan. It's the first time that they've planned, and look what happened. They beeping won. I nearly swore. I actually swore. That's how excited I am.
So while we get our heads around this, the players are nearly back. We're going to go down and hear from them.
Yes, I'm looking forward to hearing all about this.
And we're going to get the final results in just a minute. It looks like I think everybody is back. So let's now go down into the arena and hear from the players about that insane game.
That was weird. That was good fun, but it was so weird. I had a nice advantage, but then I got seen and lost two of my point scores for that.
There was nowhere for you to go.
Yeah, exactly. I was
completely stuck.
I was just stuck in
No exit.
And yours were the points that I held for the longest.
What a bloodbath.
Yeah, that was mental.
Oh my God.
Dig it.
So you went from second last to third. I'm happy. That's progress.
This is obviously the arena for teams.
Yeah,
definitely works for us.
Because we ran that end and then we figured out that Adam and Dixie had done the same thing.
Okay.
But we managed to get out of there and I think they both got stuck up there.
Yeah, I don't know if you went down that end.
At the very end. That was the last one we did. We didn't see you two at all.
Yeah.
You were ghosts in this one. That was crazy.
We were being sneaky.
Nice.
I feel like every single time we always bump into each other. But
We saw you.
That's why you won.
That's going to win then.
Yeah.
Okay.
We saw 3 people and none of them saw us.
Yeah.
Nice.
And we got 2 checkpoints.
And 2 checkpoints. Yeah.
That's epic.
I think we get really distracted when we meet with someone who has seen us and then all of us get spotted.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah, just so happy to be here. I want to thank my mum and my dad, and that was good fun. There was only 3 points in it though, which means if he got one of the other checkpoints, that would have been it.
3 points in it.
Yeah,
That's
3 points
mad.
between first and second throughout the whole, obviously 2-day event.
So we saw you.
It's crazy.
Yeah, we saw you absolutely legging it around. Did you play a fast game today?
Yes, I had to, because there's so many open spots I just didn't know where, and I couldn't see anyone either. And I knew that everyone had telescopes. And I was like, well, if I'm in the middle of the open, I can't do anything. So I just had to sprint everywhere to get where I needed to go. But obviously that worked out. And then obviously, as you can see, when it's on a level playing field and you don't know where the spots are to go, it completely changes everything and turns it on its head.
Yeah. So you're scouting around. Did that help much, or
it helped in the sense that I knew where I was going, but I had no idea anything else. So I got caught in a little choke point at the back over here, and I could have got, I think, 10 more points. But because I was caught pincered between 2 teams, there's just nothing I could do at that point.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely the more you play, and naturally with anything, the more you play it, the more you're going to learn where the key points are to go. And I'm really looking forward to playing Maya again in the future because it's such a diverse and interesting map. I did some parkour to catch him originally.
Did it help?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it helped my positioning because it made me get out of the way of everyone else and the whole cluster that was going on in the middle. And I was able to go down the back of Sir instead of getting caught up in the choke points of the stairs. To get down to Sir, I took a height drop, managed to get Sir, and then from there all I had to do was worry about getting up without getting seen. So it was like I eliminated half of the risk anyways.
It was okay. It was very, like Greg was saying, like there are lots of like choke points along the kind of where the checkpoints were. Yeah, so I was I was at Akka first, and then I decided that wasn't the best place to be. There's no checkpoints up there, no one's going to come that way. So I thought if I try and get down to Damon quickly, I might be able to spot some people, but we all kind of spotted each other in the end as it goes. Because it's very like, there's no way around it, it's like one side and the other basically.
That game was a nightmare.
Really?
Yeah. No way out, nowhere to go, nowhere to hide.
So would you take that area with a different strategy next time then?
Yeah, don't go in it. I mean, where I started out initially was quite good. I probably should have stayed there, but I wanted to like have a look around and see what was going on. But just do not go in the middle of that arena. Yeah, I had a really, really bad game.
Yeah.
Maya, I think, is not my style. There's a few places and a few arenas that I haven't explored yet, and I want to try out some of those. There's some different areas that I think would be very, very, in Kingdom, for example, there's some places I've got my eyes on. I've been looking at the map and stuff, and that seems like the thing to try next.
Much better than the previous. I definitely prefer this arena. I get a lot less confused. Yeah, and the little walk around before the game really helped because we were kind of like checking where is what. And
one fun thing that really worked for us was actually we were counter-spotted by by Adam, was it? Yeah, by Adam, and then I started directing him towards other people that I saw, so that they'd be trapped over there, so that we could be free
to get a checkpoint.
Get one of the checkpoints that's really exposed. So that worked really well.
Great.
That actually worked for you?
It worked beautifully. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the end of the game because we ran there and there was nobody around. So they were distracted.
Exactly. We drove them in that direction so that they were all like scrambling to avoid each other while we're over here, just grabbing the checkpoint and then leaving.
Probably the most interesting game for anyone so far, because you were coming from a not a great position points wise.
Yep.
And you just had basically one of the most dominating games you've played. How did you pull it out of the bag? Where did that come from?
It was basically we just took advantage of a very good situation we found ourselves in, and it just worked out really well for us.
Okay, and what was that situation?
It was basically we just found a really good place to.
Oh, okay. Hang on a second. Are you keeping this a secret?
Yes.
Okay, I'm starting to catch on. So you found a secret place which you think is going to be an advantage going forward?
Possibly
sure.
not. No, I think because of which checkpoints were in this game, it was very advantageous for us. But it might not work. It probably won't work.
Unless similar checkpoints come up. Yeah. We actually decided as soon as they came up that we weren't going to go for Sir. Yeah, we did find ourselves stuck down that end to start with, but we managed to get out faster than the other people that were stuck down there, I think.
Yeah, or I think a lot of them went down there after, towards the end of the game.
Yeah, I know Nav was down there at the beginning, but we managed to evade him.
Wow, what interesting insights into the game.
Oh, it was crazy. What the hell happened?
This is like, we have flipped the table on its head.
Almost literally, we've just flipped it. Don't know. 21, 3 spots, 2 checkpoints. Just the most sensational win.
I love it. I also really appreciate how cagey they're being. Their tactics. They're just like, nope.
So they're obviously playing the long game there, trying to make sure that they're going to keep any advantage. Although they did say that worked because of the checkpoints that were in the game.
Totally. I really liked as well how they pointed out that they just disregarded Sir from the get-go.
Yeah.
They were like, that's going to be a nightmare.
Yeah.
Interesting tactics for other players to think about.
Yeah, I think that Maya kind of asks for that level of planning.
Yeah.
Where you have to immediately make an assessment.
Totally.
So G-Ball and Nav. Okay, so G-Ball has, let's take a look at the totals, shall we? So G-Ball did enough to
G-Ball
stay at the
won.
top, right? That was not a good game for G-Ball.
No, it's terrible. Terrible.
Really bad.
Yeah.
And the same for Nav. You know, Nav there obviously had an absolute nightmare of a game.
Nav just...
No plan.
No plan. Just a
Walking
little
through the-
casual saunter through.
Sauntering around, getting spotted by everybody. You know, G-Ball did a lot of running, as G-Ball always does, but it didn't work.
How-
Checkpoints only.
Yeah, how interesting that Flying Fish herded Nav. Yeah, I like that level of.
Right, nice idea.
Yeah,
I mean,
really great.
So Flying Fish
Flying
did.
Fish nailed it. The teams.
Well, look, I mean, Flying Fish did okay, but
Okay,
actually,
all right. Maybe I'm getting a bit excited.
actually, it's just checkpoints. Flying Fish. So I think even Imi actually managed to pick up a spot, which is pretty cool.
This is true. Yeah.
And actually, I think G-Ball
Yeah, for all
would
that-
have if he hadn't
For all
got
that
the
running about
right.
and parkour. Look where it got you, G-Ball.
But G-Ball managed to do enough at the end of the day to do.
He is the champion.
Score 90. So the totals there from the entire league after the final: 11 spots, 15 checkpoints overall, 90. Nav in second, Dixie in third.
3 points, a mere checkpoint between them.
But look, Don't Know did enough to actually tie fourth, which I don't
That's amazing.
know if we would
I'm
have seen
just
that
so
coming.
proud.
Yeah, I just want to say.
I'm just so proud.
I'm just so curious what this is going to mean for the next league. So, Don't Know have finally found their stride.
Totally.
It's taken 6 games. 5 games, if we give them the 6th, right?
Totally redeemed themselves as far as I'm concerned.
I mean, it's pretty dominating. G-Ball really found. Look at the timing. Game 3, Game 4. G-Ball
he
really stepped it up.
Yeah, totally.
Flying Fish actually started strong and had trouble towards the end.
Dixie, look at that. That's quite a flip. High, there you are. High, and then middle of the road.
You know, I think Dixie just does really well at Kingdom.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but I think Dixie's got some work to do on Loop, and certainly, obviously, everyone's got work to do on Maya, apart from Don't Know.
And Imi, fresh blood.
Imi did amazingly well.
I'm so impressed.
To say that Imi was completely new at the start of this.
Had never played Seektag before.
Never played. In fact, knows G-Ball in person, and G-Ball pretty much said, "Yeah, come along and play." And then it turned out it was the league
Yeah.
that she came along to play for.
And then whooped the team's butts, which I'm never playing in a team.
No, I think probably
cursed.
in future we will split up teams and individuals. So competition probably. We're thinking maybe we do individuals and then teams comp will be separate, and maybe tech too. So maybe like binoculars and stuff. Like all technology would be in a separate league. What do you think?
Yes, yeah, I love that thinking, those ideas. And just stripping back, so just having it naked eye.
Yeah, that would
as well.
focus it in a bit, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So we're here at the end. What's next?
Well, G-Ball has to find and name his checkpoint, the winning checkpoint.
Right, we get
Yet to do.
we get so carried away with the gameplay that it's easy to forget there is actually like a prize.
A really exciting
It's
prize.
like some kind of reason that you might want to win.
Yeah.
Other than just eternal glory.
And he gets to name it from any of the arenas in the tournament.
So G-Ball gets to basically find a feature or an object or a thing to add as a checkpoint to any of the arenas that they've played in this tournament.
Yeah.
What G-Ball might do, of course, is put it somewhere that only he can get to.
Oh, that's a really interesting idea.
You have to wonder. I mean,
Wow, yeah, like a parkoury move. You have to do a parkoury move to get to. Maybe.
I mean, time will tell. Yeah, we'll see. So we made it. We made it to the end.
Yay!
The very first Seektag League ever, and it's been super fun.
It's been a roller coaster of emotions.
Yes.
It really has, up and down.
So if you're still watching, is anybody out there? Hello? If you're still watching, then thanks. Like, we really hope you've enjoyed it. I know this has been a bit different. If you've got any ideas on what you would like to see us do next, we'd love to hear about them. So chuck those in the comments.
Yes, please. Tell us all your thoughts.
What you want to see. We've already had stuff like, you need more cameras. I'm like,
Yeah.
we know, we just can't afford them.
That's the dream. And talking about money, Patreon. We've got a Patreon page. So, and you can join that and you can share your thoughts via that way as well.
Yeah, the Patreon obviously is super collaborative.
Gives you power.
It gives you some sort of power over the league. So yeah. I've been sniffing too much Tiger Balm.
Yeah, it's
I'm getting a little bit.
It's getting late.
A little bit villainous.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll wrap this up eventually, I swear. But the other thing you can do if you're anywhere near London is you can come and play games with us in London. Free tickets, basically just go on there, you can see all the dates that we're going to meet up and do our gameplay days.
Come and meet us and come and play.
Come and play some Seektag. We'll probably do a league in summer, a summer league.
Which is really exciting, can't wait for that.
And we want to maybe do some special edition games too, like we might do like a Halloween one and stuff like that.
Yes, please let us know your thoughts.
We're done.
This is it. Put a fork in it. We're done here with the league.
We're done with the league until summer or whenever anyone wants us to make more of this stuff, so...
How exciting. Well, it's been a pleasure. It's been a real pleasure.
It has. Well done.
Okay, and on that note...
Good job. On that note, thank you so much for watching. We really, really hope you've enjoyed this and that you want to see more of it. And until next time...
Goodbye!
Stay sneaky!